Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do some dream tarot channeling. Sorry, I left it. I'm sorry I left it on here since yesterday. But yeah, I wanted to gather the images first before I started speaking from my dream the previous night. I generally don't need to gather my own dreams, the images from my own dreams. I don't need to gather it before I do a dream tarot message. But I think it's a YouTube thing. It's a Ko-Fi YouTube channel thing because I have been putting up my dreams. So yes, the Lord of Dreams, Morphia. The reason why I felt like I should be recollecting a little bit of my dream before I actually do the reading is because I have seen Morpheus, the Lord of Dreams, and the Dreaming himself, the character written by Neil Gaiman. A long time ago, when I just met my divine counterpart, twin flame, I took a picture of him and labeled it Morpheus. And somehow the Morpheus from the Matrix didn't fit the description. The description of the energy that I was receiving from him. It was more of like Trinity, and I felt like my energies were more of like Neo around him. So that's when I understood that he is actually my twin flame divine counterpart. So the subconscious can actually really help you. Your dreamscape can really help you understand this journey, the people involved in it, and learn how to differentiate between the different kind of soul ties. And also towards the end, it is really helping me understand who is not a friend, who hasn't been a friend, false people in general, like people who are just purely illusion. I could tell that a very, very long time ago. Um, but we have the King of Swords. We have clarity. But in spite of knowing false people from real people, that something like this exists, false versus real. It was just a theory, and the real application of everything, real application or applicative learning rather of everything began after I met my twin flame divine counterpart. Even when it came to dreaming, I wouldn't say everything just enhanced. It's just like, okay, I could finally do my research. Finally do my research because those facilities had opened up. So we had the King of Swords, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands. I think we had something similar. Sorry, I just got my a green coconut for having coconut water. Okay, so what was I saying? Like after I met my divine counterpart, I mean, these things were no longer theory; they were real. But the energy read that I was getting was so accurate. I had just started learning about twin flames and twin flame divine counterparts very recently. I had never really come across that term. I definitely knew that we have multiple incarnations, multiple avatars on this planet, etc., etc. But all of that was in theory, and so you can understand. Like even though I was a heavy dreamer, I had um, amazing dreams, and that is what I'm basing my first three-part book series on. My dreamscape, and it's wonderful. But I'm currently taking a break because I sense that I I have some very untrustworthy people. For at first, I thought, and I did a reading earlier as well, a couple of days ago, or maybe one day ago, um, regarding an imposter. I think it was just the reading before this. Imposter people. An imposter is somebody who is pretending to be your friend or something else, like pretending to be. So writers and creative people generally have an important imposter syndrome. I mean, it's not a real thing. After creating a piece of work and successfully, or having that skill itself, after a while, in the initial stages, you kind of end up thinking, is it you writing or is it somebody else writing? Or you may not be that good enough as other people are saying you are. Um, but this syndrome arises when there are actually fake people around you, actually faking being something. So there, in the last video, I'd said that there was one imposter around you left, divine feminine, but no, I'm pretty sure now there's two. If the number increases, I will let you know. The high priestess. So we have the king of swords, the emperor, the queen of wands, the five of swords, the queen of cups, and the high priestess. It's like a whole setup here. It's like a whole setup. We have one king, one emperor, the queen, and two queens. It's not a setup in a sense, a sinister setup. We also have a major arcana entity here, the high priestess. So I was talking to you about, yeah. So I my subconscious is very restrictive right now, and it's kind of protecting itself. Anybody who's attempting, these are three types of people. So it's not. I'm not. I'm. I may be seeing very much many longer dreams, but I am not carrying those images around in my mind in the waking hour. Not just that. When I'm sleeping, I'm not. Uh, when I'm dreaming the dream, I am neither focusing so much on the dreaming than the sleeping. So let's get started. It's going to be a little noisy and it's going to be a little disturbing because uh, I have just too much going on around, random shit, random stuff going on around, and yeah, somebody is going to be presented in the dreamscape. Uh, that is going to kind of expose this set of people, the corrupt higher officials who anybody who's in this five of swords energy, wherever you're seeing them in the waking hours or in the daydreams or nightmares, if anybody is showing up in the five of swords energy, the five of swords energy is basically self-sabotage jing and self-deceptive, like they have zero idea about themselves, they're just made up of a borrowed self, um, and now they don't know how to keep up the lie, so that becomes self-sabotage, and creating an understanding of yourself based on what you find admirable in others, those kind of tendencies, that kind of energy is like just destroying itself. You will probably see a lot of conversations with the high priestess, and the high priestess in the subconscious literally exists as a energy field. So it's basically just a high priestess energy at the moment. And these are the imposters. These are now three are showing up. I had said that I apologize for saying that there's one imposter. Now there's three imposters. Yeah, a lot of like fake versus real. That's why the Queen of Cups, the Queen of the Dreaming, needs to have this conversation and get some clarity from the High Priestess. So whatever dreams you're getting right now are mainly for clarity purposes. It's for clarity because we have the King of Swords is here, and we have the Ace of Swords. So this Queen of Wands is the original manipulator, and she has this people um, who have been masquerading with the divine masculine energy, say, and masquerading as uh, being kings of some sort, being able, having heightened mental abilities, the imposters. She, these could have easily stayed away from the Five of Swords scenarios in the dreamscape, but now they're showing up. Mm, they were hiding really well because it's not like they had the capacity to grow in these energies. No, it's like they had the capacity to understand it enough to mimic it, and that was that was some kind of safety. It was a safety filter, but since they chose to deceive themselves and start believing the lie, the filter, the safety filter to be themselves. It wasn't even a genuine question or a search or self-searching interrogation. It's just like they took a filter and they found some kind of need for this energy of the emperor and the king of swords, and they adopted that as a, and they knew very well that they're adopting it as a shield. So the dreamscape, they basically used it to uh, shield that dreamscape, and they started believing the the dreams as being the original, and um, not their thanking the subconscious and the entities that reside in there. Um, so there's a little bit of arrogance in there where they, oh, but now that has been broken through. So um, the filter no longer exists because there are actual really powerful entities in the dreamscape that show up in the energies of the king of swords and the emperor. And then we have the queen of wands energy going around in the dreamscape, which is going and manipulating and helping incubi succubi, people who are trying to infiltrate dreamscapes, trying to get information on people through dreams. We have an entire movie, The Inception, based on it, trying to influence people's thoughts. um, but it cannot be done by these imposters. That is what I'm getting, because they are showing up in a very self-sabotaging way even in the dreamscape. I'm going to have to pause this for 2 minutes again. So not pause, and I the intelligence has been built up, the subconscious, um, the pyramid inside the subconscious has been built up to the ultimate level. You have your subconscious is pretty advanced right now, and there are many different things that it can do that these people can never catch up on. So that is another self-sabotaging tendency that they're going to show up in.